Hello, my name is Abbey Davis with the Spear School of Business here at Oklahoma State University. I wanted to share a few tips with you around the topic of mindfulness. We're all working from home, we're all figuring out how to work in new ways, and this is a topic that I'm very passionate about that I think that can help us all out during this time of virtual work and COVID-19. Before we talk about what mindfulness is, let's talk about what mindfulness isn't. Have you ever gotten into the car and you start driving to your destination and you go throughout the trip and you get to your final destination and you think, wow, I don't even remember driving here. My mind was somewhere else and I literally don't remember any of the trip from point A to point B. That's an example of working on autopilot, and that's not being mindful. It's the opposite of mindfulness. Another example of what mindfulness isn't is, let's say a song comes on the radio and it reminds you of a bad previous relationship or some other event that had a negative impact on you.
It's the final countdown.
Or maybe you passed an apartment building that reminded you of a fight that you had with a friend at some point. And the next thing you know, you end up spending the next 5 or 10 minutes reliving that situation, detail by detail, even though you've thought about it before, and you realize that by the end of it, you've wasted 5 or 10 minutes reliving that situation, and it's put you in a pretty bad mood because of it. That's not mindfulness. That's another example of letting our thoughts take our attention and carry us away. What mindfulness is the quality of being present and fully engaged in whatever we're doing at the moment. It's free from distraction or judgment, and we're aware of our thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. I'm feeling anxious right now. I'm feeling worried. I'm feeling stressed because my internet keeps cutting in and out. So being aware of those emotions and feeling those emotions, but not letting them dictate how the rest of our day turns out. So why is it important to talk about mindfulness now more than ever? Well, with uncertainty comes fear. And fear can make us do some pretty funny things. It can make us, act out in ways that we normally wouldn't act. It makes us, say things to someone that we normally, wouldn't say. And sometimes we don't even know that we are afraid. Our body's under stress, under pressure, and we're doing things that just don't demonstrate who we really are as a person. There's a great Harvard Business Review article right now that says that discomfort you're feeling is grief. And it talks about how we're all really going through this grieving process with COVID-19. We're grieving the connections and the gatherings that we used to have with our friends and family. Great article, and I really encourage you to check it out. But the point is being able to acknowledge the emotions that we're feeling and giving ourselves all a little bit more grace and self-compassion as we work through this time that's a little bit different than what we're used to. So what I want to do is just leave you with 6 simple tips on how to work more effectively at home with mindfulness. Tip number 1 is setting a daily intention. So the first thing you do when you wake up is setting that daily intention of, today I'm going to focus on this. Or today I want to make sure that I'm present with my children and not just, putting ABC Mouse in front of them and then walking away for 2 hours. Setting a daily intention. And sometimes that can be a word. So for me, my daily intention might be focus. Whatever I'm doing today, I just want to make sure that I'm focused on it and fully present. So step 1, setting a daily intention. Step 2 is scheduling your day. In my Outlook calendar right now, it probably looks crazy to anybody else besides me, but I have blocked in when I'm going to work out. When I'm going to have time that I'm working on school with my kids, when I'm working on a presentation, when I'm going to respond to emails and get caught up, when obviously my meetings are going on. This is a concept called time boxing. It's really effective for when we're doing things like working from home, but it's effective all of the time. This is another great Harvard Business Review article that I recommend that you check out, all on the topic of time boxing and how to get more control over your life and schedule with a simple technique. Tip number 3 is going to be understanding your distraction triggers and learning how to manage them. It's really easy to get distracted right now. There are news briefings every evening. COVID's all over the news. It's all over Twitter and Facebook. So maybe for some of you, it could be social media. Okay, I have got to get this proposal done today. I've been putting it off way too long. Today is the day I'm gonna get it done.
What time is it?
It's 2 o'clock. Oh, Chris Hemsworth just posted a new workout video.
20 minutes later.
Oh, those little penguins, they got to run around their zoo and go explore all the other areas since the zoo is closed. It's so cute. Oh, okay. Now, what was I working on again? Other distractions. Maybe there's a certain Netflix series that we've gotten caught up into that we can't let go of.
Yeah, do you want to watch Tiger King tonight?
Tiger King? Why would I want to watch Tiger King? I've got work to do tonight. That show's ridiculous. I would never waste my time on Tiger King.
2,000 years later.
Oh my God! She totally did it. She totally did it. So understanding what those distraction triggers are for you and being able to say, you know what, I need to work on this proposal. I told myself I was going to do it today. I'm actually going to put my phone in another room. Or I'm going to put it, sometimes I put mine upside down on my carpet because I'm not hearing the buzz anytime a text message comes through. Tip number 4 is going to be identifying your interruptions and managing them. So distraction is when we interrupt ourselves, but interruptions from other people. Let's say you have a Zoom call and you're having to give an important update and you want to make sure that your kids don't barge in the middle of an update. How can everyone in the family try to schedule each other's day to complement what's going on? So my husband and I right now, we're working on different schedules. I get up very early in the morning and he protects my mornings and I try to get all my meetings done then or as many as I can. So that when he starts working in the afternoon into the late evening, that's when I can help protect any time that he has. So being able to rearrange schedules however you can, I know it's difficult and not always doable, but to help manage those interruptions that come up throughout the day. Tip number 5 is get outside if you can. Get outside, breathe fresh air. The research shows that it's so important for us to get outside. Even if you can take, a camping chair outside in your front yard and check email there. Whatever you can do to get outside at least once a day for 30 minutes and get some fresh air. The last tip that I'm going to leave you with is try meditation. If you haven't tried to meditate, I highly recommend that you use an app or some sort of system that can help guide you throughout the process. A lot of people think that meditation is clearing your mind, and that's not true. Meditation is really about helping you focus your mind on one particular thing, and then as you get distracted, bringing back your attention without any judgment, to yourself and just getting focused again. Headspace is probably my favorite app when it comes to learning how to meditate. They have a free version with 10 free meditations, I believe. You can also visit their website. They have lots of free resources that they're providing right now as everyone's working from home. So please try to meditate just 10 minutes a day, even 5 minutes. If I'm going to be working on something that's going to take a lot of mental energy, there's a 3-minute focus meditation on the Headspace app. I'll sit down, do that, and I'm so much more focused and have a clearer mind going into working on that project. And the last thing that I'll leave you with is that I'm really trying to embrace an attitude of gratitude during this time. Looking for those small moments of joy and looking for, throughout the day, what are you grateful for? What positive things are happening in your life? And sometimes that could just be, having a hot meal in front of you. Other times it could be that the Wi-Fi worked throughout the day without a glitch. But finding those small moments of joy and gratitude to help provide just perspective and a positive mindset through this time. I hope these tips are helpful. Here at Oklahoma State University, we want to do everything that we can to set our students and our clients up for success. And go Pokes!